Good day, everyone. My name is Christian Jake T. Las Piñas, and today we'll be discussing about going online, or let's say entrepreneurs to go online. The topics that we are going to discuss are the following. The first one we have the domain name. The second one we have web authoring programs. The third one we have the essentials of a website. And the fourth one or the last one is the integrating an e-commerce facility. What are the intended learning outcomes? So let's say the course intended learning outcomes. The first one we have, you should be able to know and understand the use and importance of a domain name in promoting one's business. This time, you are going to know or understand in how are you going to promote your products or services through online. The second one we have, you should be able to define and distinguish the significance of web authoring programs in marketing the products and services. It means that using the web authoring programs, you are going to distinguish the importance or significance of that particular programs in marketing your products and services. The third one we have capture the essentials of a website, which helps you in advertising the offered products and services. And the last one we have is to know, or you should be able to know and understand how to integrate an e-commerce facility. Like for example, I have this website and I am going to integrate this e-commerce facility. Like for example, customer relationship management or CRM, or let's say the ERP. Okay, those are the things that we need to integrate in a website, or let's say this is what we call e-commerce. Now let's talk about the domain name. When we say domain name, it refers to your website address. This is what users type in a browser search bar to directly access your website. A domain name is unique and cannot be shared between different sites. For example, ovhcloud.com. Now, as you can see on the lower part, that is actually your domain name. When you search that one and you're going to search that particular website, and then that is the protocol. We have also the subdomain, and we have the domain name, the top level domain. Okay. Now, what are the structure of a domain name? To finish off this definition of domain name, here is a quick explanation of a structure. Let's take the domain name of OVH Cloud website as an example. Okay, www.ovhcloud.com, or the www dot, this refers to a third level domain or a world wide web. Okay, the meaning of triple W is World Wide Web. Now, the OVH Cloud, it refers to the second level domain, or this is the name of the site. Okay? And that .com, this is a top level domain, or TLD, also known as a domain name extension. Now, how do I find a good domain name? How much thought do you need? Okay? How much thought do you need to give to a domain name when you want to create a website? In theory, okay, with a good website, users should visit your pages, whatever the domain name, but it is a little more complicated than that. If you are a part of a business, it should be, or it is crucial to choose a domain name that is right for your business or brand. Now, why is this so important? The URL of your website is the first thing your visitors or your potential customers will see. Creating a relevant domain name can make a good first impression of your business, of your products or services, of your company. Otherwise, your website may be viewed negatively. This also affects the organic SEO, or let's say the search engine optimization rankings of your pages. Although exact match domains or EMDs are no longer a necessity, your domain name, keywords will have the ability to improve your SEO ranking. Finally, domain names define your brand. A good domain name can increase brand and business recognition. Now, like for example, I am your potential customers. If you have a good domain name, then I would recognize easily your brand, or I could easily respond to see your website through online. That's how we uh increase our brand, or that's how we recognize our business to the market. Now, there are tips for choosing a new domain name. Okay, these are some best practices. The first one is you are going to get to the point. You are going to find a generic domain name that is quite short, that will help your future visitors or potential customers remember it better. Then you are going to opt for simplicity, meaning you are going to choose a name that is easy to pronounce and spell. The second one, we have assess its relevance. A domain name that is related to the theme of your website or blog helps users understand the content of the site quickly. It means that you are going to assess its relevance if the particular domain name is really relative to your product or services that you are going to offer to the market. Then you are going to make sure that you are identifiable, meaning you are going to create your domain name as you would a trademark, okay? Or take the most natural solution, use your company name as your website's domain name. Okay? Again, use your company name as your website's domain name. So you hear that? Those are Shopee. So you just search in a website www.shopee.com. That is an example of a website. That is an example of a domain name. Use your own name. Okay? If you want to create a personal blog about your company, or let's say about your products or services, it is very likely that your name or first name or username will be available as a domain name unless someone with the same name has already had the same idea. And then you are going to choose a .com or .co.uk as a domain extension. These are the most common extensions in the UK. Okay? What does web authoring mean? Web authoring is the practice of creating web documents using modern web authoring software and tools. Web authoring software is a type of desktop publishing tool that allows users to navigate the tricky environment of HTML and web coding by offering a different kind of graphical user interface. Now, what are the benefits of web authoring tools? The first one we have, the web authoring tools are time and cost effective. Now, like for example, you are going to buy a website, and then it is time efficient, and of course, it is a cost effective. Why? Because when you buy a website, it is for a lifetime. That is not a subscription basis. So meaning it is a cost effective. You are not going to pay that monthly, or maybe you're going to pay that monthly, but let's say you're going to pay that for 1 year or for 6 months, and then you buy that product, you buy that website, you buy the program. That is for a lifetime. The second one we have, web authoring tools are always up to date. Now, when we buy the website, make sure that it is always up to date, or that is always updated. Then the third one we have, easy to publish, update, and translate. The fourth one, create anywhere, anytime. You have this web authoring tools, you have the website, you can create even though you're in the US and then your business is in the Philippines, you can create anything, any like blog or vlogs. You're going to upload that to your website anywhere, anytime. Get started right away. In the last one we have the web authoring tools that keep your work safe. Now, what are the five small business website essentials? The first one is there is what we call critical company information. Now, when once you have your website, there are what we call critical company information. You are going to put that in your website, those company information, so that your potential customers will see it and will contact you directly. If the company information are all published in your website. The second one, we have user experience or customer focused elements. So your website must be a customer oriented, product oriented, and results oriented, so that your visitors of your website or your potential customers will not hesitate or won't hesitate to see or to buy your product. The third one, we have the search engine optimized pages, informative content, and the last one, we have the trust elements. Now, when we say informative content, make sure that my website has all the details about your products and services that you offer. And now let's talk about integrating e-commerce to your website. Now, e-commerce website integration, it is the process by which a business will transfer its existing website to include online sales. Now, we can say that I have the website. I also have this customer relationship management system or CRM, which talks about your customers, potential customers, your sales, your marketing strategies, all those things you can find in a CRM in which you can integrate that into your website. That is what we call e-commerce. Many websites do not natively support e-commerce, and some changes need to be made to the site in order to enable the new e-commerce platform. The next one we have is the e-commerce website integration has many additional plugins and extensions thanks to third-party programmers. So I have the website, I have my system for CRM, I have a system for ERP, and then I have the programmers that will do that. I have the ID that will do that, which significantly expands its capabilities. They are capable of programming, they're capable of doing your website or integrating a website, integrating a system to your e-commerce. So most website features seen online can be done in e-commerce website integration after the initial setup can be managed by the end user. So that's all for today. Thank you and have a good day.